Let's talk about what's happening in New York City. We got this story from timcast.com.
Yeah.
New York proposes ending religious exemptions, inoculations without parental consent, and forced removal of disease cases, contacts, and carriers.
Oh my.
Changes to the state's public health laws could mean more vaccine requirements and new authority for the governor. Here's what I love about this story. This write-up here at timcast.com is all 100% factual and correct. But it also brings up a very important assembly bill from New York, and that's Bill A416. Timcast writes, the New York's legislature will also consider Assembly Bill A416, which resembles the Australian quarantine camps that caught global attention earlier this month. Assemblyman N. Nick Perry of Brooklyn's 58th District proposed the removal and detention of anyone with a communicable disease that warrants the New York governor to declare a state of health emergency due to an epidemic. The funny thing is, a bunch of fact checkers claimed that when this story emerged in January, it was fake news. And they said the reason was the bill is from 2015. They're not planning. So here's what they do. They say, is there a law currently about to be passed that would allow COVID patients to be indefinitely detained? False. There is a bill that would allow COVID patients to be indefinitely detained, but it's for Ebola. And it's never made it out of committee anyway. So it's fake news. Even though it's true, there literally is a bill, Assembly Bill A416. Since 2015, when it was introduced, it's gone to committee and then flopped. It's got no sponsors and doesn't go anywhere, but someone's certainly trying to make it happen. It would give the governor the ability to just rendition you, to take you and put you wherever they deem fit if they think you're a public health threat. I'm not convinced it'll happen. Maybe it is, a little fear-mongery to be bringing it up or whatever. But if it's there, we ignore it, and they do pass it, no one speaks about it, then we'll regret it.
Yeah.
So what can we do? We have to mention it exists. And we got to tell people in New York, do not let them pass this. Otherwise, one day they'll get a knock on the door from the NYPD, the scumbags who are arresting people for not having vax cards. And then they're going to say, come with me.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
You see the videos?
And that's not too far.
Control.
What's been happening in New York? I mean, you see the videos all over social media. People going in to Panera Bread saying, "Hey, I just want to order some food." Police officers coming in there, acting like they're big, bad, brave soldiers. Meanwhile, they were looking the other way during BLM riots. They were twiddling their thumbs, not trying to get involved with
they
that.
were looting stores and
but
breaking into them.
if a man doesn't get government paper permission to go to the Panera Bread, they're going to go right on top of him, arrest him, lock him up, and rough him up. That's crazy.
So I'll tell you, I point out that the police are stomping on the middle class, working regular people, that they're trying to enforce, that they're literally enforcing government mandated medical procedures. And I'll tell you what makes me feel like there's never going to be that handshake moment left or right between the culture war, because I'm actually getting criticized from the left for saying abolish the police. They say, yeah, but Tim's only saying it because the police are stomping on conservative civil rights. And I'm like, well, I'm talking about working class people, but they're like, doesn't matter. We hate you. And that's what it's all about. So if I see cops walk in and arrest someone for trespassing, why was he trespassing? He didn't have a vax card. It's complete BS. Sorry, I'm not going to defend these cops. Furthermore, in that video of the guy getting arrested, a female cop is stepping all over the American flag. She takes it out of a guy's hand, throws it on the ground, and then I don't think she was stomping it on purpose. Some people said she was wiping her feet on it. No, she's just walking all over it. She doesn't care. Wow. This is the NYPD. So, we've had Libby Emmons tell us the NYPD wasn't enforcing this stuff. Well, they are now. So if you live in New York, this is I don't know, man. Not everybody there voted for it.
What does Malice say? There's no law too absurd or evil that they won't enforce?
So there's no, I'll try and paraphrase it. There's no law so extreme and egregious that the police would not enforce it, up and including executing children.
Absolutely. History tells that story, and now we're seeing it slowly being put into place with, he didn't have this paper. He didn't get the permission from the government to be here. Take him away, and they do, blindly so. They have a choice saying, hey, we're going to respond to this call. Hey, we're going to take this seriously. And for them to punish people because they want to eat food, I mean, what kind of levels of insanity are we in? That's crazy, and it's only going to get crazier from here.